Charleston White's most disrespectful moments. This is part 2. If you haven't had a chance to go watch part 2 or part 1, go do that now, all right? Welcome to Rich House Reviews. This is where I drop my commentary. If you a person that respects giving a real opinion and respects hearing a real opinion, make sure you subscribe and hit the top bell. We are on the road for to get to 70,000 in the next 30 days, all right? So let's get into this video right here, and yeah.
Next to gangbangers, what Charleston dislikes the most is OnlyFans models. Charleston had a sit-down with 2 OnlyFans models, and with that type of combination, you already know they'd be trouble. He seemed to have it out for one of the girls, since Charleston said she lied about him farting.
You mad because I said you farted and you're gonna lie and say I did cocaine, okay?
You lied and said I farted. So I lied and said you did cocaine. Same thing.
Okay,
you take it
fair enough.
I ain't.
Fair enough.
See,
fair
she
enough.
lied and said
He didn't
I farted.
fart.
That's what
He
I'm
didn't
saying.
fart.
Her ass was farting, shaking her ass in front of that white boy, asshole just loose as it can be. Oh, every time she shake it. You was farting on call.
He
said, dude, that's what I'm saying. And she doing this on camera and want to think she can get some, man, money getting girls don't even behave like y'all. Money getting girls, this is the low grade money getting girls. They barely getting.
Charleston continues to troll, but the girl then claps.
I ain't gonna lie, that outfit on the left let me know that you barely get anything. Let me ask y'all a question. What do y'all think of these outfits?
Back, saying Charleston got all his money and fame off of snitching. While this might have been true, she soon found out it was a terrible mistake to try to take Charleston on in a war of words.
In the streets, when you snitch, you ain't no real nigga.
I ain't no real nigga. I'm a father who's never been to jail on his kids.
You will snitch on your own kids.
I'm not, I will. You goddamn right I will. Exactly. You goddamn right I snitch on my own son, but I ain't gonna show my pussy hole or my asshole or my dick hole to get no money. And I hope my daughter don't either, cause she graduated this year at 15 and her daddy bought her a car. She ain't got to go finesse no man for it. Daddy been here since day one.
And Charleston wasn't done, because he went on to say that the reason they turn out to be OnlyFans models is likely because of a sexually traumatic past. And for whatever reason, one of the girls then tried caressing Charleston, but he wasn't having it either.
Big up to you fatherless bitches that probably been molested and fucked in the ass by one of them perverted uncles. That's why you so sexual.
You don't even know him.
No, I don't been knowing nothing. I'm just throwing rocks, and if it hit you, holler.
You know, I hope the rest of the young girls,
I hope the rest of the young girls that watching this can learn how to create content without burning your pussy to the world. Trying to sell your body to me right here, touching on me like that shit turn me on. Man, I bypass girls like y'all every day.
I wasn't touching you.
Man, this motherfucker was. But you talking that kind of talk like you really that, man, y'all ain't no real hoe, y'all playing.
A more recent incident with another girl showed once more just how unfiltered Charleston can get in a 20 vs. 2 hosted by YouTuber No.
See, the thing is the audacity of those Instagram models. Ain't nobody like, bro, first off, once you get a BBL and all that, everything has changed, Molly. I need to start realizing a BBL is a downgrade.
Lamar, featuring Charleston White and comedian Lil Woody, Charleston had the funniest response to a question by an overweight girl on the show.
My question to you guys is...
I ain't answering no motherfucking question. Ooh.
Mr. White, what would be the first meal that you would feed me?
Salad.
A salad.
That's what you need, baby girl.
What is it gonna at least have meat in it?
It ain't gonna have no just all lettuce. Lettuce with croutons, from wherever that shit is.
But Charleston wasn't trying to hurt her feelings or anything. She also seemed to take the joke well, even messing around with Charleston immediately after.
Lettuce and croutons.
That's it.
And I was riding with you that one good eye.
I'm riding with you, baby. Come on.
Hold on. What is this at the top?
My goddamn.
Charleston may have just been playing there, but in this next situation, he pulled a strap and went off
car ain't got no roof
on an interviewer who he thought was trying to press him. When Charleston learned about the tragic gang-related death of a 15-year-old kid named Tuka in Chicago, Charleston went out of his way to make sure Tuka's mom was straight. But as we already know, Charleston had absolutely no pity for the mothers of slain Chicago rappers King Von and FBG Duck, and he let it be known once again during an interview with DJ UT.
I mean, we could talk about their music and all of that, but yo, let's keep it 100. They were demons, bro. People was bodied. People was dropping like flies. People was getting murdered and killed while these guys was here, so he right.
But DJ UTV, who's also from Chicago, was trying to call Charleston out for helping Tuka's mom while dissing the mothers of Duck and Vaughn, which pissed Charleston off.
The only thing that kind of like, I guess, bothers the Chicago community is like, if you go do that, you gotta do that for everybody.
I ain't gotta do that. Y'all go do it.
That's the reason.
So, but Chicago is something my dick. From the knowledge I got, King Von was a killer. My mama had 2 sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done. But look, so this is what I'm saying. You can't make me curl my King's going mama. That bitch.
But look,
I helped this mama. Why do I need to know about 2 dead ass? I don't give a fuck about Duck or Vaughn. I helped this living mama. Fuck them dead niggas that preached about killing niggas. Give a fuck what they was. Why y'all not helping their mama?
DJ UTV
That's real,
wouldn't
though.
have imagined Charleston would react that way. But
Just like the host, he mad, he got an attitude because you cannot help. So if you not gonna help, then shut up. You just a part of the problem.
things only got worse because Charleston continued crashing out and pulled out his strap to show the host that he wasn't playing and wasn't afraid of anyone who had a problem with the stuff he had to say.
So y'all gonna help the bitch. Since y'all got so much to say, bitch, give me back the money then, hoe. Ass bitch. I ain't have to help now more of you rotten ass hoes. In Chicago, fuck y'all, suck my dick, bitch. I keep a goddamn gun for whatever. Keep a motherfucking gun, nigga. I keep a motherfucking gun, Chicago.
Let's grab your gun.
Say, homie, you better, what you got going? Man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean what I'm on? Nigga, don't fuck with me with a gun in my hand.
He right though.
He
not tweaking.
Y'all doing good.
Judging from DJ UTV's silence all the while Charleston was crashing out, it was clear that it wasn't his intention to rattle him up. And in this next interview, a simple question was enough to cause Charleston to start talking crazy, exposing a bunch of rappers and athletes with some serious allegations. Pop Hunter, a young rapper from Philly who blew up with the song Corvette Corvette featuring Lil Uzi Vert, started getting blackballed in the industry after it was revealed he snitched after witnessing a murder when he was just 13 years old. And since Charleston is a certified snitch himself, he tried to back Hunter up, saying other rappers didn't get the same treatment after they were accused of things far more serious.
They didn't blackball Game when he child molested that 15, 16-year-old girl that he just got sued for. That nigga fucked the baby and got sued and lost. They had evidence and showed that Game with the butterfly tattoo on his face that he molested children. He's a pedophile. And he walking around with his chest still stuck out, hollering, and everybody still love him. We got Kobe, Tupac, Mike Tyson. Boy, ain't nobody, boy, y'all love the shit out of Mike Tyson 2 weeks ago. Mike Tyson went to jail for it. He ain't never apologized for it. Y'all ain't said nothing about them boys.
Charleston then explains what he sees as the reality of the situation.
I don't think Mike Tyson did what he was accused of, though. I've always felt like that.
And that anyone in Hunter's shoes would have done the same thing.
So you mean to tell me this 13-year-old kid witnessed his brother, right? From what I read, it was his brother, while his mom was there. So him and his mom witnessed this murder together. He's not a street kid. He wasn't raised in the streets. He don't know anything about standing on those street codes and principles. And I don't know many 13-year-old kids who was taught to do that. So you mean to tell me and my mother witnessed a murder at 13 years old? And my mother take me down there and say what she saw and say, baby, you say what you saw, and you is telling this kid that he should have went against his mama? Is that what these niggas telling us, man? That's how you know these niggas ain't been in the streets.
Charleston also went off on Lil Uzi, because even if Uzi was featured on Hunter's hit song, he took it off his Instagram after the news about Hunter snitching came out.
How he get the name Uzi Vert? We done get his pad. I hate these rapping niggas, because the rapping niggas imitate niggas like me who almost threw our life away for the bullshit.
That wasn't the only time he had something to say on the Pop
Charleston
Hunter
White.
situation, though. In
That's
fact,
one thing I gotta admit, bro. He be making some real ass points, whether you like him or not.
in another interview, Charleston got into a very heated argument with the host over it. Charleston was on the Quiet Room podcast with New York media personality Queensflip, and when the Pop Hunter situation came up, Charleston once again tried to back Hunter up, saying he was only a kid at the time who didn't need to abide by any street code.
When do we as a black community say we go put the codes on the kids and they got to stand on the codes? Back in the day, we'd tell the 13, he can't be out here. Yeah. We take the codes away. So come on, homie, we ain't finna do that to our black children. So that's what I'm saying. This is a fucked up race. And I'm saying fuck the black race, fuck the rappers, and fuck anybody who say that nigga was wrong for doing what his mother told him to do at 13 years old.
Charleston went on talking about the influence mothers have on kids and how a child's brain works. He claimed the human brain doesn't develop until around 25 years old and insisted he learned that from his experience dealing with gang members.
Homie, I deal with all the studies and the statistics and the medical science data research that says the human brain doesn't develop until at or around 25.
Something that you learned and you had to read.
No, I didn't read it. I didn't read it, homie.
You had to read it.
I didn't read it, homie. I'm telling you, I'm working with it. I'm working with these killers.
Charleston's refusal to admit he had read that piece of information sparked an argument with Queensflip, who wasn't really on the same side as Charleston from the get-go. But what really made Queensflip crash out was Charleston calling him an internet dude.
I didn't read it, homie.
You just said you a character, though. This is a character. The real you behind it.
Dude, mister, he's stuck on the internet. I'm telling him to get off. I'm telling he's an internet nigga. That's why he's so
never
convicted.
internet nigga.
He's an internet nigga. He's an internet nigga. That's why he's so convicted by what I'm saying on the internet. I'm talking about brain development. I'm talking about brain development.
You had to read it.
I didn't read it.
How the f you gonna learn about brain development without reading it? You Jesus, son. He touched your brain and put the implanted memories and knowledge in your brain like that. Stop doing that.
I didn't read a motherfucking thing, nigga. Didn't read a motherfucking thing, internet ass nigga. I just said internet ass nigga.
Never in my life.
While they were at it, Charleston also reminds Queensflip that he's the one who paid him to appear on the show, so Queensflip ought to listen to him and talk less.
You paid to talk to me, nigga. That's what I'm talking about, nigga. You talking about, nigga. I get paid to open my motherfucking mouth. Nigga. I make $75 an hour as a defense mitigation specialist, and I ain't read a motherfucking thing. I sit and I listen. I sit and I listen like you need to do to the experts. I'm the expert. You paid for me to talk, not for you to talk.
Charleston and Queensflip were eventually able to calm down, and the interview carried on normal. But it wasn't only on that occasion that Charleston got provoked by his host, but things got so heated.
Bottom line is this: if y'all want part 3, which would be the final part, you're gonna write part 3 in the comments and we'll keep it going. To anybody that got to this part of the video, you are the reason why my channel is thriving, okay? So I appreciate you. Make sure you comment your favorite part, and I'll see y'all on part 3. I'm out of here.